Okay, let's unpack this. For the longest time, the internet browser was, well, just a display device, wasn't it?
Absolutely. You type something in, you get a page back. Static.
Right, static. And we did all the work, the thinking, the connecting. But it feels like that's really starting to shift now
It is. There's this move away from the browser as just a window.
to something more like an active partner.
Exactly. An active partner.
You know, Sam Altman mentioned this, didn't he? That it's a rare chance to change how we fundamentally use the web.
Yeah, moving beyond just those, fire and forget searches.
To actually having a conversation with the web page itself,
Yeah.
inside the page.
Precisely.
So today we're doing a deep dive into the news around ChatGPT Atlas. That's OpenAI's new macOS browser.
And the key thing is it's got AI baked right in. Generative AI and agency.
Agency, that's the crucial word. So our mission for you, the listener, is to quickly get a handle on how Atlas isn't just about answering questions anymore.
No, it's about doing stuff. Executing workflows.
Right, giving you a kind of shortcut, helping you understand this big shift in, well, platforms, really.
And what's really fascinating, I think, is that Atlas isn't like just another browser extension slapped onto Chrome.
No. How's it different?
Well, the sources say it's built from scratch as a native AI browser. The chat is the default way you interact.
So chat first.
Chat first. And it's designed from the ground up to read, to reason, and critically, to act on whatever page you're looking at.
Okay, act is the keyword again. So it moves from just displaying info.
Which, let's face it, any browser can do.
Sure.
To actually participating in your work.
Yeah.
But, participation brings up questions, doesn't it? Like risk.
Definitely. Are we trading control for that convenience? That's the tension, isn't it?
It is. We need to dig into that.
Okay, but first, let's look at the features, the tools that let it participate. First up is Chat Anywhere.
Right. So you click the Atlas icon, a sidebar pops open.
And it already knows what page you're on.
Exactly. It has the context.
Yeah.
So you don't need to do that awkward, copy the URL, grab some text, paste it somewhere else.
Yeah, that friction just disappears.
Right. So if you're on, say, GitHub, looking at a pull request.
You can just ask, is this risky?
Yep. Or you're comparing products on a website. Ask it to summarize the differences between two specific ones instantly.
Okay, that's handy. The ability to read the context is strong.
It is, but the real speed advantage, I think, comes with the next feature, cursor chat.
Ah, okay, this is where it gets really interesting, according to the sources. Cursor chat. What is it?
So imagine you select some text, but directly in an input box, like you're writing an email or a social media post.
Okay.
You select your text, and you ask Atlas right there to, say, change the tone or simplify it or even refactor a bit of code.
And it does the edit in place without you having to copy-paste back and forth.
Exactly. In place. The change happens right there. The source material actually says this is key to letting users ship faster.
Ship faster. I can see that. Huge productivity boost.
But it also brings us back to your point about risk, doesn't it?
Well, yeah. If it can edit text in a form field, what else can it click? What else can it do?
Precisely. The stakes go up.
Which I suppose leads us to the core intelligence behind this, agent mode.
Right. Agent mode. That's what takes Atlas from just being a smart reader.
To being an operator, someone who actually does things.
Exactly. An operator. And technically, this relies on what the industry is calling large action models, or sometimes visual grounding models.
Okay, break that down a bit. What does that mean in practice?
Well, it means the AI can translate your high-level goal, like fill out this application form, into concrete clicks and typing actions on the screen.
It sees the screen like we do, visually.
Sort of, yes.
Yeah.
It uses that visual context. And the cool part is it's transparent. You actually see a little cursor, a representation of the agent, moving around inside the browser frame.
So you can watch it work, clicking, typing, scrolling.
Yeah, completing these, multi-step tasks. And crucially, you, the user, are watching. You can hit stop anytime.
You have the kill switch.
You have the kill switch.
Okay, let's think about what that actually enables. Real delegation.
Totally. Like taking a planning doc.
And turning it into actual tickets in Jira.
Right.
Tagging the right people.
That's one example from the sources, yeah. Or for research, reading your last few reports, pulling out the key findings, drafting a weekly brief.
With citations.
With citations.
Yeah.
All happening inside the browser window.
Wow. Okay, what about like crossing different websites?
Yeah, that too. Say you're planning a trip. You could ask it to map out 3 itineraries, check flight prices on a specific airline.
And pre-fill the shopping cart.
Pre-fill the cart while you watch it happen. Then you just step in for the final confirmation or payment. The speed increases Well, it could be addictive.
I can imagine. But
With that kind of power,
comes responsibility.
well, yeah, and the need for trust. Predictable safety, as the sources put it.
Right. And they seem very aware of this. They've built in some really important guardrails, trading off maybe some raw power for user confidence. Okay, like what are the limits?
For one, the agent absolutely cannot execute code in the browser. Zero code execution.
That's good. What about my actual computer?
Nope. No file system access, no controlling local apps. It's strictly sandboxed to the browser tab it's working in.
Okay, sandboxed. That's reassuring.
And there's more. It's designed to pause automatically on sensitive sites. Think your bank's website, secure logins.
So it stops and asks before doing anything there.
Exactly. Requires your explicit OK to proceed. Plus, you always have that master visibility toggle for each page. The agent only sees what you allow it to see. If the toggle's off, it's blind to that page.
Okay, that sounds robust. But talk is cheap, right? To really get a feel for this delegation, we need a concrete example.
Agreed. And the sources give a great one. Analyzing an academic paper, like from arXiv.
Oh yeah, anyone who's waded through a bunch of those knows the pain. The scrolling, the finding sections, the cross-referencing.
It's exhausting. This is where Atlas could be a real-time compression machine.
Okay, walk us through it. Step 1.
Open the arXiv paper URL. The Atlas sidebar pops up that's Chat Anywhere, and it instantly reads the abstract, the sections, the whole context.
No setup needed. Context acquired. Step 2.
Summarize. A simple prompt. Summarize the abstract. Problem, method, key claim.
And boom.
Boom. You get a concise, like 5 to 7 sentence summary. Ready to use. No copying, no pasting.
Nice. Okay, now the agent part.
Right, now we engage agent mode. Give it a multi-step task. Agent, find the method section, identify the core techniques, list them with 1 sentence each. Then jump to the conclusion, extract the 3 main findings.
And you just watch it go. Scrolling, selecting.
You watch the cursor go. It navigates, scrolls, finds the info, extracts it for you.
Okay, that saves a ton of manual scrolling. What next? Synthesis.
Exactly. You want analysis, not just summaries. So, next prompt. Based on those findings, what are the stated limitations and future work? And maybe more subtly, what risks didn't they discuss?
Ah, so it helps you think critically about the paper without rereading the whole thing multiple times.
Precisely. And if you need more context on, say, the methods used.
Let me guess. Ask the agent.
Yep. Open the top 2 references cited for the method. Summarize how each supports this paper's approach.
So it opens new tabs, reads those papers, and summarizes the connection.
In seconds. What might have taken you, 15, 20 minutes of clicking and skimming?
It is done almost instantly.
Yeah.
Okay, and the final output.
Final prompt. Create a 200-word lab note. What does this change? What doesn't it change? And how can we replicate the core result next week?
And you get a ready-to-use note. Wow.
Yeah. What really stands out is how it compresses that whole research loop, from seeing information to actually having actionable knowledge.
If you save, say, 15 minutes per paper, and you read 5 papers.
It's over an hour saved every single day. It really does turn the browser into this AI research assistant, delivering high-quality, paste-ready notes.
Okay, I have to ask, though, is this fundamentally different from just having, say, Google Gemini in a Chrome sidebar? Or using Safari with some future AI integration? What makes Atlas different?
That's a really good question. The key difference, according to the sources, is that native control.
Native control.
Yeah, because the AI is built into the browser's core, not just layered on top as an extension. It has a deeper understanding and control over the web page structure, the DOM.
Ah, the document object model. So it can interact more reliably.
That seems to be the claim. It allows for that seamless inside-the-page action we saw with the research example. Other tools are catching up, of course.
Like Perplexity Comet.
Right, Perplexity is maybe more search first. Brave with Leo focuses hard on local privacy. Chrome and Gemini have the massive ecosystem advantage.
So it's not necessarily winner-take-all.
Probably not. It's different approaches. Atlas's particular strength seems to be this deep in-page agent-based delegation.
Got it. Okay, logistics then. Who can get this?
Right now it's a macOS browser. They recommend the Apple M series chips, suggesting it needs a bit of horsepower.
So Mac first, Windows phones.
On the roadmap, apparently.
Yeah.
But macOS for now?
And the cost. Especially for that agent mode.
So the basic browser works on the free tier. But agent mode, the real operator, that's currently in preview for paid users. Plus, Pro, and Business tiers.
Meaning if you actually want to use the agent regularly?
You're probably looking at the Plus tier, which is around $20 a month. That's the practical entry point for daily agent use.
Okay, $20 a month. Makes sense. Which brings us inevitably to the big questions. Privacy and security.
The elephant in the room, right? An AI that can read and click around on your private web pages.
Yeah, what's the actual risk here? What are the controls?
Okay, the sources highlight three main controls.
Yeah.
First, that visibility toggle we mentioned earlier.
Just switch in the address bar.
Exactly. The agent literally cannot see the page content unless you flip that switch on for that specific page. Toggle off. It's blind. No reading, no memory creation for that page.
Completely blind. Okay, that's a strong control. What's second?
Second is memories. This feature is opt-in only.
And it doesn't store whole pages.
No, the sources say it stores filtered facts and insights, not raw page copies or screenshots. And you control these memories. View them. Delete them. Plus, for businesses, admins can set policies.
Opt-in and filtered. Got it. And the third, control.
Training data. This is critical.
Huh.
By default, your browsing activity in Atlas is not used to train OpenAI's models.
Not used by default, so you have to actively choose to share it.
Correct. You have to go into your account settings and explicitly opt in if you want your data used to improve the model for everyone. That default offsetting is pretty important for privacy trust.
Definitely. Okay, so the controls seem decent, but what about the mindset? How should we actually use this safely?
Right, because even with guardrails, there are risks. The sources point out two main ones to watch for. First, prompt injection.
Malicious websites trying to trick the agent.
Exactly. Imagine a web page with hidden buttons or fields designed to make the agent click buy now or copy sensitive data you didn't intend it to.
Oof. Okay, so how do you defend against that?
Vigilance.
Yeah.
You have to watch that cursor, see what the agent is actually doing. And if you're on a site you don't trust, keep that visibility toggle switched firmly off.
Supervise the delegate.
Supervise the delegate. The second risk is overcollection.
Collecting too much with those memories.
Potentially, yeah. The advice is basically, keep browser memories turned off initially. Don't let it start building a profile of every single page you visit until you're sure that feature provides real value for you. Make it earn its keep.
Okay, earn its keep. I like that. So the overall mindset.
Treat it like a very fast, very eager, slightly naive junior colleague.
Okay. Works quickly, but might miss nuance.
Exactly. You need to be specific in your instructions. Don't just say summarize. Say extract the 3 strongest claims with page citations. Give it clear boundaries.
Right. Like with the shopping example, build the part, but do not check out.
Precisely. Because ultimately, you are still responsible for whatever the agent does or produces. That responsibility doesn't go away.
That's the core tension, isn't it? Delegation is powerful, but if the agent makes a mistake confidently and quickly,
that mistake propagates just as fast. Your job shifts from doing the task to effectively managing the agent doing the task.
So, wrapping this up, what's the big picture here?
Browsers were Windows. ChatGPT Atlas wants to be a partner, an active participant.
Right. Reading, reasoning, and actually acting inside the page. Compressing that cycle from finding information to having a usable output, especially good for, like, researchers, engineers.
Seems like the target audience, yeah.
So if you're on macOS, maybe give it a try. Check out Cursor Chat for editing in place. Keep visibility off on sensitive sites by default.
And definitely try that arXiv research workflow. That seems like the best way to really feel the speed of delegation.
Good practical steps.
But there's a final thought from the source material that really sticks with me. It brings us back to that core challenge.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
It's the idea that you are still responsible for what you delegate. That responsibility is the price of power.
The price of power.
We've seen how powerful agent mode can be, automating really complex stuff. But the biggest shift, maybe, isn't even the tech itself.
What is it then?
It's whether we, the users, can develop the mindset and the skills needed to manage these incredibly fast, proactive AI colleagues effectively. Supervising them well, that might be the real challenge for the future of productivity, more so than just building faster agents.